Good day, welcome to Multi Design in the continuation of our double flat that we are working on. In the last episode, we were able to create this template so from scratch to understand how most of this work. I actually did all these things for you, so I expect you to do more of your own graphic presentation that will help you along with your design. So I publish this to PDF. I design and show everyone how the PDF Ghana when you're going to save the work and how you can send to clients depends on you if you are sending it to clients or whatever you are sending it to. So all those things is being done here. You can publish to. So now what I want to teach everybody is that I teach all this one, so I promise that I'm going to teach a little bit of working drawing. This is how you should do working drawing as well, but if you have something like this, I think the graphic aspect has already indicated that situation. So I'm going back to this position. So if you are setting up a working drawing, all these are not necessary. You may not decide to see them or things like that. So you just need to remove most of what is not needed here. So that you'll be able to focus on the next thing, the next agenda. So highlight everything. Then you say hide the elements. Don't hide the category, just hide the elements. So after you have hidden the elements, so what do you need to do? You now need to work on this one after the other to your best taste. Remember this is on the sheet already, so you don't need to too much give yourself a list. You can delete this if you want to, so you can create another one. So if you want to create a grid, you can decide to create a grid on your phone and just delete whatever that you know that is not having happened. This is annotate. But if you are drawing something, this is not the better orientation for all these things to be done. So what do you need to do? You need to rotate them individually. So select and then rotate them, select and rotate. So this is the rotator. Continue to do that until you are able to master everything accordingly. So that's the beauty of it. You don't need to rotate by selecting anything outrageous. So this is what you do, and you bring everything to the proper orientation. So you copy this one and just let's say I want to call it lobby. That's the meeting point for most of all the things I want to do. So Ctrl A, lobby. So I think I'm okay by what I've done here. So if any other thing, you can be adding that one to your own. So now you have a thick line, which is thick black line, which is not. So representative of this may be because I'm presenting, that's what I'm using. You can do this one and send to your client. You can use to do working drawing, but if you are painting, a lot of ink is going to go for it. So as an architect, you need to know the economic factor of what you are doing. So this is good for presentation. If you are presenting on PowerPoint or things like that, you can use this solid black line, which is okay. But if you are not doing that, you want to print for work, so you need to work on the graphic capacity. So to show the block filling, so what do you need to do? Just press VG, visibility graphics. You can come to view graphics on the view, then click on visibility graphic or press VG. And so go to object style. At the object style, this is the reason why you want to use object style, because if you use let's say you are using only override graphics, you're going to work only on this view alone. But if you are using object style, definitely it's going to categorize all the previous factors. So I'm going to click on wall. So you click on default wall, material part, that is where you go to. In your material now, you change this solid one, make it what? Something that is not in existence. So what do? Go to graphics. From the graphics now, you can imagine what we have. So this is where the action happens in the cutting part for part present. So what do? What do you do here? You come here and say no pattern. You don't want the pattern to be there. You do the same thing if you have any background, but since both of them are start to no pattern, it is okay for you. Apply and say okay. Can you see? So everything has obeyed the orderliness. So now is the default has been changed. So here is what you need to do. The cut line width here is what you work on now. So you put it in 8 and say okay. Click okay. It's got thickness. So if it's too much for you, you come back, because this one is much for me. So I don't like that kind of thickness to be appearing on my view. So I'm going to change it from 8 now. I'm changing it to 7. I think 7 will be okay. Just apply it and see the effect of what you have done. I think 7 is okay, so the ink is going to be managed and everything like that. So every other graphics and composition is there. If you can change the color of this, depends on your choice. So go to the graphics of this and change the color. Now, since we're done with this, how do we now make sure that we get the dimension right and everything? So if you are following the way we do the dimension here, all depends on the territory where you are. So in this part of the world where we are in Nigeria, we are using metric. That's why it's like this. So if you want to change it to what is it called now, the imperial, it does not matter that you start your imperial from the beginning. So you can just decide to change this one from the surface imperial and everything will be done. But let us quickly do what we need to do here first. So to dimension block, unlike picking everything reference by one, so you're going to choose individual references, entire word is what we want to use, and you choose a opening. So you choose not center, then you choose width, which is okay for you. So you choose that one. When you select wall here, you can imagine, so you pick it up in a better way and it allows you to work faster and work better. So this is what you can do to checkmate yourself and checkmate your drawing. So as I've done this one now, please with what so if you select that, pick up and snap to the existing something. So if you have more to do, you do that in your own taste. So if you line one dimension is accepting each other, you can like to change them and visit them in the video to your own benefits. So I think with this one now, I can select more and see put what I need to put, and then see select and still put it here. Pick this one here and put it here. Then you later select individual references if it's okay by you. So that is how you do your programming of architecture. Now after you have done that, so options are more. Come back to individuality so that you can be able to dimension interior aspects, except you want to put you want to have the feel for the thickness of the wall thickness. So it's only that one. The settings is there too. You can do that for yourself. I'm not going to detail all these things. I just want to show you references, and now you can work on your own category. Good. I'm done with this one, and which is okay by my own level and standard. So what I need to do now is that these letters are like intersecting overshadowing each other. So what I need to do depends on what we say, depends on the scale of our sheet. So if you want to increase this one, like this one is small now, you want to make it more bigger, you can just select and say customize, or go to customize. So I want to choose 75. When you choose 75, you are going to see this dimension is going to be smaller. So choose 75, go to custom, come to 75. It's going to be big, so the dimension are going to be giving way a little bit more. So if you select that, if you go to 50, then you see select 50 now, it's getting more bigger, then the dimension gets smaller. So that is how it works. So that is the reason why you need to learn all these things and know the way to manipulate things. So I'm going to leave it at 75 for my whole use. So good. So now I will come here, double click, select this block, and I will make sure that this one is more smaller. Go back to the original position. So I have this one now, but they are still colliding with one another. Select it, and you can now decide to change this from here the way you did for the text. So this is the text side. This is where you work your magic. So you reduce it to 2. You can see apply, and you see the formality. So most of them are given way, and they are now in snappy position. But this is not the end. You can decide to rearrange them by shifting them. They are all elements on their own. So in the previous references, you take them one after the other, so that you will give space and give a good visibility graphics to everything that is needed and available. So this is the thing you need to work on. This is the 0 points. It's not needed to work anything on that aspect. So push and keep pushing. So that is what you do, and that is how you can get everything done. You can change the font text of the material of the text if they are not okay by you. So you work on it the way. So just pick it up, then go to edit type and do a lot of magic, play with all these things, and you see how far you can go with that. So That is what I want to teach here. I'm not teaching section, I'm not teaching anything. I've already done section. Try to watch most of our video. So many other things we have done that we don't need to repeat it here, but because every project is unique to me, that's why I'm doing everything the way they are. Or I just want you to build yourself in confidence and become a better or kind of architect that we are. So the next I want to do is that the fillet setting. So I choose one of my camera. I set camera like this camera sometimes in the past. I think when I set this camera, you can watch the video. I think it's like the video number 7 or number 6. So the camera is set. I put all these things there. So you can render them with the normal REVIT. It does not matter. It's just going to give you. But what I want to do is that Vray give me realism than every other rendering also. So the beauty of Vray is that the material you use in REVIT, you can at the same time use it in Vray. So let me quickly do something here before I proceed. Go to foundation, then you go to your architecture component, then you select one of the component, which is beach and trees or anything that you need. So I'm going to select this one and put it here. Let them be here and let them be here. So I will go to south elevation now. So south elevation without gates, this is what I have. So from here now I want to change this categorically. I want them to be normal flowers for my own use. So click here and say duplicate. You can rename them to your own so that you'll be able to remember the way they are. So I'm going to reduce the height here to something like 900. So after which I'm going to edit the appearance. So the appearance, if it's okay by you, can say reflect, shadow, or lock, everything you want to do, that is okay. But now render appearance, now let us see. The render appearance are here. This is for the tree. So you want to choose some grasses and stuff for. So I'm going to choose this sweet mock orange. I think it's good for me like that. So I'm going to pick that, and that is what I want to use. Everything should be changed to that level. So it's sync. So what you just need to do is to push it. You can use your arrow key to push it up. So let the arrow key do the work. Fine. So this one is here now. You can get them, let them have more and more around themselves. So sync them, bring them close. Sync them, bring them close like this. Then after which you can select multiple. Select again and say copy. So the taboo of this is that you mustn't mirror, because when you mirror, you get a lot of issue in the mirror aspect. So it's not going to give you what's in it, because some of them will disappear. So when you click like this, you can just press escape, then press and you rotate so that this one we have good. So I done with this one. So any other thing you want to, or if you have any component that you want to put it there and they will hold there. So let us go to Vray. So select your Vray from here. As you select your Vray, so the Vray engine is on. If you have a Vray that is not power on, you see the power on button here, you click on it, it will definitely come up. So while I'm doing the Vray, it does not matter anywhere you're doing the Vray for. What Vray understand is your camera something. So the camera, the first thing you see here is the camera setting. So that is your current view. So the view that you want to render is there. So according to the camera you have created, that is what you want to understand. Vray will never render 2D for you, except you set that camera in form of 2D. So the camera is going to be here, and this is the camera you have already created. So that is and that is suitable for the way we have already done it. So the next thing is the production setting, the ready activities. Start Vray vision on. If you want to render in cloud, but the most thing you need to do is the production render. So the next thing is the frame buffer dialog. So that one is where your picture is going to be showing and every other thing. So when this time you start rendering now, this thing will pop up and you have it here. The quality is the kind of the preset of the program you want. So the more the higher the quality, the more the beauty and the details will come out. So that is the resolution is another thing. Resolution most of the time, resolution based on what you have, the way you set your camera and what you have for the coverage of. But you can decide to change it, customize it on your, if you want to one wide screen and things like that. Depends on the way you want to be a pictorial program. So for me, resolution of this is not okay, and I always use 300 so that by the time I render everything come out detailed and I love it. So lighting, you can light it, you can off it. So why you on artificial light is that whenever you have exterior or interior globe or whatever that you have here, so the sparkling is going to come by because of the light that you have already put into the space. So V-ray, sun, and this thing, these are the connector. You can when you double click, you have this kind of something. So this one is using Revit, or you can use Revit pattern to do whatever you want to do. Background, I say background using Revit. So background here is saying no. So but if you set background in Revit, you can use Revit background. So but I'm going to use none here because I don't want any issue with what I want to do. So asset editor, this one is where the material comes in. The material of all these things can be done. So if you have this one and you are confused that you are not seeing material, all you just need to toggle this arrow, it will open for you. If you toggle this arrow too, it will open for you. So you can be working on every one of them. By selecting it, you are going to be seeing a lot of work. So it's telling you to download or something, just click on continue. The remaining ones are there. All what you just need to do is to select, and this material are going to be showing for you. So how to use the material, whatever you do to the material depends on your whole choice, but I'm not going to do it because I want to use material. So the time coming that I'm going to teach, complete my time like 1 month to teach people how to use V-Ray completely from level 1 without using any other thing. I will come with one of the projects we have done before and teach step by step how you can render with V-Ray completely. So thanks for that. So appearance manager, this is where you select material and then assign them to whatsoever. So how do I mean by that? These are the material from Revit. So if you have your material from the V-Ray, you want to join them together, this is what to do. Select the material here, it will align with whatsoever you want to do so that you will use render material for the V-Ray. And the next one is just Cosmos. This one is an external file. It is a beautiful thing to have this in your file, in your folder, because you will be able to download. You have downloaded. These are the things that are downloaded. Materials are here, multiple materials that are downloaded and are here in my system. I can make them and use them. Most of the interior I do, I make use of all these things, the table and everything that I used to do for clients. So I make use of all this, and you can use the exterior as well, whatsoever you want to do. But most of the time I do is interior most. So when I do interior for project, I use all this one. So let us just like pick one car and see how far it goes. So let me pick this particular car here now. Let it upload. So it's going to load. So this is the car here. So you can put it here. So when you have a car here, it's not going to show the way this particular one is showing. So that is its own choice for that. So press escape and then you don't need it again. So exposure, and that is the how you make sure the environment to look, the reflection of the sun and every other thing. So all that settings are there that you can work on, but I'm not going to do because you have already said CPU programming, so that one is a progressive sample. It's only good for you to use. So environment, if you are doing defogging, the other something, you still need to set this one. See, I'm going to teach you because just this template activities. So all my noise and everything, I think I'm going to stop on this specific one. So I'm going back to the camera. I may not go to the camera and set it, so it depends. So you can go to the camera and the camera is set. So save the work. So this car is going down, sink as it may be. So what you just need to do is put it stop. Let's say 400. You jump off. So I think it's stable on the ground. Fine. So that is it. You have this one in place now. So the flower and everything are here. So it's a good thing that you have already set all those things. All right. If you have flight, you can put it there. It depends on you. So what I just want to do here now is to quickly do production rendering and see how far we can go. 1, 2, go. Click. So the production rendering starting. This is the way it was before, and this is the beauty. You know, can selection, things like that are going on here. So after you are done with this one, so you can bring them external function and let them go and do post-production in whatever you want to do your post-production from. The beauty of V-Ray is that you can see when you file, you export it instead as PNG. PNG will allow you to remove all the background activities that are not necessary, and will allow you to see the that you need. So all those sparkling vehicle that you are seeing online, most of them Revit, and this is from V-Ray. You can imagine that the production aspect of it, none of them are so different. So the word of 3D is a simple word, so it's your choice to do whatever you want to do. So I'm not going to call out this one to run stacks of do the work by yourself and see. I just need to guide you on the basics, and this is what you will get. So at this level there's already 72, and you see that the details are here, beautiful and wonderful. So thanks for watching. We can see you in the material that I want to do next. God bless you.